Hola clase! Today we're going to learn the difference between ser and estar. But yeah, so ser is to be and estar is to be. When do we use one? When do we use the other one? Well, it's not that hard since we have seen, or you should have seen, some of the uses before. But let's look at them. Let's start with estar. We use this verb, and I gave you some letters so that you can make an acronym or something to remember. But let's learn all these three uses. The first one will be location, where someone or something is located. So one typical question is ¿Dónde estás? In the you form. Where are you? You can say estoy en mi casa, estoy en la oficina, estoy en Jacksonville, anywhere. So coastal está cerca de Smoothie King, por ejemplo. This is an example. Coastal is close to Smoothie King. Mis padres y mis hermanos, my parents and my siblings, or brothers or siblings, están en España. Every time you see that en, most of the times it's a location. Be careful because I'll tell you later about an exception. But most of the times, if you see en location, it's going to be estar, this verb. Then we have feelings, F, or emotions, feelings and emotions. How are you? How do you feel? How are you feeling? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Yo estoy bien. Yo estoy cansado. Yo estoy feliz. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm okay. Estoy bien. I'm good. Ejemplos. Los estudiantes están aburridos a veces. The students are bored sometimes. Estoy cansado. I'm tired at night. And then for present progressive. So remember, present progressive is formed by adding, you drop the ending, and then you add that ing in Spanish that will be ando, ando is for AR verbs, and yendo for ER and IR verbs. So ando and yendo. And yeah, the typical question would be, what are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Yo estoy enseñando. I am teaching the class. Yo estoy enseñando la clase. Ustedes están estudiando. You guys, formal, you guys are studying. There are some examples here. Bart está aburrido. Y Homer está debajo de Bart. So Bart is bored and Homer is under Bart. You can see that this is a feeling. Homer está debajo, he's under. Bart is its location. Lisa está alegre, she's happy. Y está cerca de la oveja, she's close to the sheep. Location, and está alegre is how she's feeling, she's happy. Milhouse está asustado, he's scared. So feelings and emotions, how he's feeling. Homer está cansado, he's tired, feeling. El abuelo está enfermo, he's sick, he's in bed. See? Look at that in, location, where he is. He's in his bed or in bed. And he's sick, feeling, and location. Marge está enojada, she's mad. Y she is talking on the phone, or talking. Ella está hablando por teléfono. Maggie está furiosa, she's angry, or enojada, how she's feeling. So see, all of these sentences, it's either location, feeling or emotion, and present progressive. Están sorprendidos, they are surprised, they are far from home. Homer está manejando, he's driving. Now, when do we use ser then? Well, for all of the other uses, we'll be using ser. One of the most common ones, the most like important one is the most important one. It would be description, to describe people, things, places. Surf City es una zona muy tranquila en el invierno. It's a quiet place or area in the winter. La ciudad es grande y moderna. The city is big and modern. Yo soy rubia y bonita. I am blonde and beautiful. That's not me. Number 2, to describe the inherent qualities, physical or personality. So when you're talking about your personality or your physical description, you will also use ser. And we've seen this before at the beginning of the semester. ¿Cómo eres? What are you like? This is not how are you. How are you? It would be ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo eres? Means what are you like? It's asking for physical description or personality. Mi hermana, but this wouldn't be the answer. The answer would be soy inteligente, soy baja, I'm short, soy interesante, por ejemplo. But then other sentences would be this. Mi hermana es alta y es muy simpática. My sister is tall. She's very nice. Jacksonville es tranquilo, is quiet, and es boring sometimes. But see, you're describing the city. You're describing how Jacksonville is, how my sister is. Tú eres inteligente. Los estudiantes son inteligentes. Nosotras, we are, nosotras somos bajas y bonitas. Be careful, every time you're describing someone or something or a city, it has to agree with whatever that you're describing. If it's nosotras, it's female and plural, it will be feminine and plural. Bajas y bonitas. There are a few other uses. To indicate origin and nationality, so where you're from. So the question, where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? Yo soy de España. Yo soy de Carolina del Norte, North Carolina. Soy de España. Pero, but my best friend, mi mejor amigo, es puertorriqueño. My best friend is from, or is Puerto Rican. This is another hint. Usually when you have en, it will be a star, like I said earlier. But with de, it will be ser. Soy de España. I am from Spain. Vosotros sois estadounidenses, with nationalities. You guys, the you guys that we use in Spain, vosotros, you guys are, vosotros sois estadounidenses, is like you would say American, but in Spanish we have estadounidenses. Then, to tell the time, we also use ser. Tell the time, the months, date, the day. So, all dates and time. Hoy es lunes, today is Monday, es 26 de noviembre. Remember, days of the week, months, they're not capitalized, okay? Y es el año 2018. 2018. También es invierno. It's also winter. Son las 11:30. 11:30. It's 11:30. And then, to indicate relationship and possession. So, este libro es mío. This book is mine. Mío. La mochila es de María. Again, we have that de here in origin and nationality and also with possession. So, if you see de, most likely it's going to be ser. You don't usually say esta de. That doesn't make sense. So every time you see that de right there, right after, make sure you use ser. So la mochila es de María. It means la mochila is Maria's. It's Maria's backpack. La mochila de María, Maria's backpack. Just like that, without the verb. Mis padres son Santi y Domingo. My parents are, see, relationship. When you're talking about your family, like my dad is Domingo. Mi padre es Domingo. Mi hermano es Carlos. Mi madre es Santi. Okay? So, yep. we use ser. And there's a few, oh, I thought it was the examples, but no, exception. One exception, super important. You need to remember this because it's kind of tricky. So, location of scheduled events. Careful. If you have a sentence that has a place, the concert is at the auditorium, in the auditorium. You have a place, so you'll be like, wait, if it's a place, it would be estar, right? Well, be careful. There's an exception. If it's a scheduled event, like the concert, the party, the wedding, the birthday party, the meeting, things like that, even if you're talking about where they are located, they're going to go with ser. El concierto es en el auditorio. La fiesta es en mi casa. Even though you're talking about where the party is, where the concert is going to be located, no, you need to use ser. Okay? So just careful with this exception. And then let's look at the examples. Es el día de Navidad, es Christmas Day, es Christmas. Es el 25, es the 25th, y es en diciembre. El donut, sometimes some people call it dona, la dona, or el donut, es de Homer. So it's Homer's donut. So es de possession. Marge es una mujer muy alta. She's a very tall lady, a woman. Yes, a description. El señor Barnes es un hombre antipático. He's not nice. Description. Apu es de la India. He is from. See, remember that de? I put that star so that you remember it's like a hint for you to remember that every time you see de, or most of the times, 99% of the times, it's going to be es. El sofá es el sitio favorito de los Simpsons. And then just be careful with ser and estar, because sometimes if you use ser, it's more like description or physical or inherent qualities, like we said, and estar is going to be for emotion or how you feel, like I said before. So be careful with this. Conditions, always, and then ser will be quality. And look at this example. Los chicos están aburridos. The guys are bored. See, it's how they feel. So if it's how they feel, feeling and emotion is going to be estar. But if it's someone that is boring, like this professor, this instructor, el profesor es aburrido. What does that mean? So it means el profesor is boring. So even though you have the same adjective, sometimes it changes just because you're changing the verb. So every time you're using estar, ¿cómo están aburridos? If you're using estar, it's for how they're feeling, they're boring. They're bored, sorry. And then if it's ser, it's how that person is always or most of the time is a quality, and it will be ser. So es aburrido, it's boring. And that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.